of State Farm Stadium. The Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Tonight, we have ourselves a preseason clash between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go in Glendale. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the seventh-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Now Murray on the play fake. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So first down from the 41. Now Murray. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10. Tuck it down on this side like we had to go. If you don't agree, ask the streets in your big 5 here. You already know.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. A second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Murray to throw here on third. Looking underneath here, Benson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing on first down, here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
There's DiMercato. Has some room to work, and he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script the first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Chiefs, nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career is still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 29-yard line.
Right back to Pacheco. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. This finds its targets. That's Royals. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, that's the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And off to Benson to start the drive. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Not Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
We give on second to Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's cut by Wilson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Now an inside give to Benson. Behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Murray on 3rd down. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be 2nd down. We give now to Benson. That run good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Jones for the completion. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone! Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Off play action. It's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Quarterback with his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
A second down run by Pacheco. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Long-time standout Calais Campbell there for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, third down. Cardinals getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They give up the gut to Benson. His gate is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. Like, you just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st and 10, Minshew. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Zone read here and get to Mitchell. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third and short. Here's Minshew. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
13. Go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Okay. Go.
Throwing play action here. Brissett. Has a man. That's Greg Dortch. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
19. Set. Go.
Running is Knight. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
19. We're good. 20. Right. Go.
On the ground. This is Knight. He's going to have this one down to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Okay. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19. Set. 19. Okay. Go.
Mercado on the carry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
19. Okay. 20. Go.
It's Knight on the carry. It's a nice running there. Gets him 8. Third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
19. Okay. 12. Go.
This is Knight. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ain't no other king with his rap thing with siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag. We getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. President up and on my truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards, sets up third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Minshew now on third down. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 31 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The first carry now, Rashawn Smith. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that. They
really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Minshew to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down. Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes, third and long. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. This 42 yards from the right hash. Butker knocks it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Knight. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Complete out to the right. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Cardinals first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defensively.
19. Okay. 12. Go.
Here's the handoff. He has room past the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Soft lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
19. Okay. Go.
Here's a game to DiMercato. They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up. It's a gain of 4 there, and that gives them 1st and goal.
First down.
So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our 1st half. Cardinals in front here at State Farm Stadium. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
19. Okay. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
19. 10. Right. Go.
Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
19. Okay. Right 20. Go.
3rd and goal for Brissett. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
Chiefs 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Minshew. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Again, this is Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Matariza on to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. Starts his return from the 23. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
19, set, right 20, go.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. The left side, caught by Higgins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
19, good. Go.
Brissett with it on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
19, good, go.
From the red zone now. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked out by Noel Williams. And the Chiefs will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Play action, it's Minshew. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. The throw again on second down here, Minshew. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. It almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs from the 37.
A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
Minshew on first down. Caught, nice gain left side. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. This is a heater going deep. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Mitchell does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, or you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Now Minshew on 3rd and goal. Caught just shy of the goal line. That play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
19, okay, to go.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
19, set, go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by one of the linemen, Omar Norman Lott.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Go.
3rd down, it's Brissett. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Fields this at the 18. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Mitchell up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on first is Minshew. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So Reed here will give to Mitchell. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you've got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
First down, and they go right back to it. Still fighting forward. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This offense will take that from your ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Fry connected with Xavier Worthy there, so it'll be second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Running right with Mitchell. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
19, attack, right 20, good, to go.
On the ground, this is Knight. Oh, he drops to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play good for 17 and a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
12 to go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
You're 19. You're good. Go.
It's Knight on the carry. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
You're 19. Go.
Running is Knight. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
You're 19. Set. Go.
DiMercato runs it in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals push their lead to 15. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs headed out. Elijah Mitchell headed out with them. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. 1st and 10, Minshew. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
From the shotgun, Minshew. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll run. This is Mitchell. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Cardinals returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun.
19. Okay. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brissett. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
Brings up third down and
19. Okay. 12. Go.
Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connects on the crosser. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
19. Okay.
first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Knight. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
19. Okay. 13.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Am I seeing this correctly? This punt is being returned from inside his own end zone.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's Mitchell. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Minshew. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Cardinals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
19. Go.
This is Knight. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
19. Again. Let's go.
One play action here. Brissett. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Okay, go.
They'll run here on first down. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hold on, baby. 19. Set. Right 20. Good. Go.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
20. Good. Go.
Number sets on 3rd and short. This connects with Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
19. Okay. Go.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
19. Okay. 19. Okay. Go.
Hand it off to the back. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
19. Okay. Right 20. Good. Go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by Ryland is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
To kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense heading down now for the Chiefs. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and short. Here's Minshew. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd, long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he takes it down to the 33. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Minshew on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a gain of 8.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Put the body on the line for his team.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Takes the handoff. Now Minshew. And this is going to fall incomplete. We made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, but you start holding auditions for someone who can.
Play action, it's Minshew. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you.
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
32. Chiefs 19. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
19, go!
Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
19, go!
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
19, go!
Brissett looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
On 2nd and 10 now, Minshew. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs from 37. Sticking in the air with Minshew. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
The throw again on second down here. Minshew. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
19. Okay. 12 back. Let's go.
Setting him on the dive. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 23 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
19. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals with a 13-point lead.
At the 50-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
19. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Brissett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. This one, take it in. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3rd interception thrown, Brock. That last one costed them what looked to be a very good drive.
Yeah, I could put this offense, frankly, at a breaking point when it comes to this passing game. The turnovers have just been a consistent problem. And that last one really stings because it kept points off the board.
It's going to be stopped right around the 37. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Throwing on first is Minshew. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing now. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
I think Every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
19, set, go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
38-yard line.
Good. 12, let's go.
On the ground, this is Knight. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
All right.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
19, okay, go.
Throwing off the play fake. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout.
That's good.
And they'll have just one left to burn now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
19.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Go.
Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
19, good.
So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.